The Galactic Council's mockery. The ancient weapon's echo. The ancient projectile weapon fired, silencing the Galactic Council's mocking laughter in an instant. Primitive gunpowder weapons were the only arms the fledgling human representatives had brought before the assembled alien dignitaries. Admiral Andrew Jones stood firm, his finger still on the trigger as the echoes faded. Shocked faces stared back at him. Jones's lips curled into a faint smile. A wispy curl of smoke drifted from the barrel of the Arctic gun. Jones's declaration. As I was saying, Jones continued calmly, these weapons have served humanity well for centuries. We use them to end wars on our planet that killed millions, to conquer our world, to reach for the stars. They may look primitive to you, but they are effective and deadly. Alien arrogance. Iconian Councillor Korvac sneered, his scaled face contorted with disgust. Your race's backwards technology is laughable. Those Arctic chemical-powered slug-throwers are relics, useless against the threats that face our galaxy. The Zorthian fleet alone would annihilate your planets and ships in an instant with their antimatter cannons if you face them with such pathetic armaments. Jones placed the gun on the podium and folded his hands. We are not asking for your protection, Counselor. Humanity seeks a seat on this council, a chance to prove our worth as members of the galactic community. Our primitive weapons have gotten us this far. We do not turn our back on them now. Dismissal and determination. Then your race has no place here, Korvac spat. Go back to your mudball planet and play with your antique toys, Terran, before you doom us all. The Council will not come to the aid of any race foolish enough to cling to such outdated technology in the face of annihilation. Jones picked up the gun, met Korvac's alien eyes with a steely gaze, and holstered it. I thank you for your advice, Counselor, and for your honesty. We will take it under consideration. He nodded curtly to the assembled dignitaries. Good day. Jones strode from the council chamber, his boots echoing on the marble, leaving a room of perplexed aliens in his wake. Humanity's plan. They had spurned humanity's offerings and insulted Terran primitiveness, but Admiral Jones and the Human Alliance had a plan. Korvac's dismissal had simply set it in motion. Faster, more advanced guns may have been more advanced, their ships sleeker and their weapons more powerful, but humanity had heart, grit, and a fiercely indomitable spirit honed by millennia of fighting for survival. The council races had grown soft and complacent in their assumed superiority. Soon, they would learn just what a human armed with an Arctic gun could do when their backs were against the wall and the fate of their species depended on it. Project Old Fire. As Jones walked through the marble halls, his boots clicking against the polished floor, Lieutenant Commander Michael Shepard hustled to catch up. Admiral, sir, why did you let them talk to us like that? The disrespect they showed our weapons, our technology, it was. Jones held up a hand, silencing his aide. I let them underestimate us, Shepard. That arrogance blinds them. They see our guns as primitive toys, but that perceived weakness will be our strength. Shepard's brow furrowed. What do you mean, sir? The Admiral clasped his hands behind his back as they walked. The council races have had it easy for too long. They've forgotten what it's like to fight for survival, to innovate and adapt. But humanity, we've been doing that for centuries, millennia. Jones stopped and turned to face Shepard directly. I want you to send a coded transmission to Earth. Contact our top weapons engineers and scientists. Tell them to begin Project Old Fire immediately. Project Old Fire. I'm not familiar with that one, Admiral. A slight smile crossed Jones's face. You wouldn't be. It's a covert operation known only to a select few. The goal is to take our Arctic firearms and explosives and make them deadlier than any energy weapon the galaxy has ever seen. We're going to modernize the old ways of war. Shepard shifted his weight, uncertainty in his eyes. Do you really think that's possible, sir? To make projectile weapons more effective than antimatter cannons and the like. Jones clapped a hand on the younger man's shoulder. I have faith in our people, Commander. We've always found a way to turn a weakness into a strength. This will be no different. Are you with me? Shepard straightened, pushing aside his doubts. Yes, Sir Admiral. I'll send the transmission right away. Project Oldfire will begin as soon as the eggheads receive it. Good man. Jones nodded. And Shepard, this stays between us. Oldfire is blacker than Black Ops. It doesn't exist. Understood? Understood completely, sir. I'll make sure the team maintains utmost secrecy. See that you do. Jones resumed walking, his stride purposeful. We'll be needing what they cook up sooner rather than later, I suspect. The secret base. In a hidden base carved into the rock of Earth's moon, the greatest minds of the Human Alliance gathered. Engineers, weapons designers, chemists, and more all worked tirelessly on Project Oldfire. They took apart rifles and pored over ancient blueprints, searching for ways to maximize the killing power of their primitive arms. No one beyond those lab walls knew of their work. The scientists were sequestered, cut off from the outside world completely. Secrecy was paramount. The project's success hinged on the Council races continuing to underestimate humanity's capabilities. And so, in the cold, quiet vacuum of the moon, a new breed of weapon began to take shape under the tireless hands and minds of Earth's brightest. Admiral Jones had set the wheels in motion. Only time would tell if Project Oldfire would bear the fruit humanity needed to prove itself in a hostile galaxy. The test of the Oldfire. First trials. On the moon's hidden base, the scientists and engineers worked relentlessly, testing new iterations of the old firearms. Each day brought fresh challenges and breakthroughs. Dr. Elena Vasquez, head of the project, supervised the latest round of tests with keen interest. She watched as a modified rifle was loaded with newly designed ammunition. "Ready, Doctor," said one of the engineers. Vasquez nodded. "Proceed." The shooter aimed at a series of reinforced targets downrange. With a resounding crack, the bullet left the barrel, striking the target with astonishing force. The impact was far greater than anyone expected, tearing through the reinforced material like it was paper. The engineers erupted in cheers. Vasquez allowed herself a small smile. "We've done it," she murmured. "We've turned a relic into a revolution." Refinement and innovation. The success of the initial trials spurred the team on. They began refining the designs, looking for ways to enhance the weapons further. Dr. Vasquez knew they had to stay ahead of the curve. The Council's technology was far more advanced, and they couldn't afford to be complacent. Focus on increasing the rate of fire and accuracy, she instructed her team. We need these weapons to perform flawlessly under any conditions. As the days turned into weeks, the weapons took on a new form. They were no longer just old firearms with new bullets. They were masterpieces of engineering, combining human ingenuity with advanced materials and modern techniques. Each modification was tested rigorously, ensuring it met the high standards set by the project. Secrecy and tension. Despite the excitement within the moon base, the project's secrecy weighed heavily on the team. They were cut off from their families and friends, living in isolation to prevent any leaks. Tension began to build as the pressure mounted. One evening, Dr. Vasquez gathered her team for a rare moment of relaxation. "I know this is hard," she said, addressing the group. "But remember why we're doing this. We're not just building weapons. We're securing humanity's future. The Council thinks we're weak and primitive. We're going to show them just how wrong they are." Her words had a galvanizing effect. The team's resolve hardened, and they returned to their work with renewed determination. They knew the stakes were high, but they also knew that their efforts could change the course of history. The final prototype. After months of tireless work, the final prototype was ready. It was a sleek, deadly weapon, a perfect blend of old and new. The team gathered in the testing chamber, their anticipation palpable. Dr. Vasquez stepped forward. "This is it," she said. "The culmination of all our efforts. Let's see what it can do." The shooter aimed at the reinforced targets, now even stronger than before. With a calm breath, he pulled the trigger. The weapon rolled to life, firing a rapid burst of bullets that punched through the targets with ease. The room erupted in cheers once more. Vasquez turned to her team, pride evident in her eyes. "We've done it," she said. "Project Allfire is a success. Now we take this to the Admiral." Unveiling the weapons, Admiral Jones stood in the Moon Base's command center, watching the live feed of the final test. When the results came in, he couldn't help but smile. "Dr. Vasquez, you've outdone yourself," he said, turning to the scientist. "Thank you, Admiral," she replied. "These weapons are ready for deployment. They'll surprise anyone who underestimates us." Jones nodded. "Good. We're going to need every advantage we can get. The Council won't know what hit them." Preparing for the unknown. As the team prepared to return to Earth, the mood was a mix of excitement and apprehension. They had created something extraordinary, but now they faced the challenge of using it in the real world. Jones addressed the team before their departure. "You've all done incredible work here," he said, "but this is just the beginning. We have to integrate these weapons into our forces, train our soldiers, and prepare for whatever comes next. The galaxy is a dangerous place, but with these in our arsenal, we're ready to face it head-on." The team boarded the shuttle, leaving the moon base behind. As they descended towards Earth, they knew they were bringing with them a game-changer, a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. The future was uncertain, but they were ready to meet it with the fire of their ancestors, rekindled and burning brighter than ever. The stage was set. Humanity had their new weapons, and the Galactic Council remained unaware of the storm brewing. Admiral Jones knew that the real test was yet to come, and he steeled himself for the battles ahead. Project Allfire was just the beginning, and now it was time to show the galaxy what humanity was truly capable of. The first deployment: integration into the fleet. Back on Earth, Admiral Jones wasted no time integrating the newly developed weapons into the Human Alliance's fleet. The fleet's engineers and tacticians worked tirelessly to retrofit ships and train crews. The sleek new firearms and explosives were distributed among the troops, who were briefed on their capabilities and the significance of their mission. Commander Shepard stood before his battalion, holding one of the new rifles. "This isn't just a weapon," he said, his voice steady and firm. "It's a symbol of our ingenuity, our resilience. The Council thinks we're weak, but we'll show them our strength." The strategic ambush. The first real test of the new weapons came sooner than expected. Intelligence reports indicated that a Zorthian patrol fleet was approaching one of Earth's outer colonies. The Zorthians, confident in their technological superiority, planned a show of force to intimidate the fledgling humans. Admiral Jones saw an opportunity. "We'll set an ambush," he told his officers. "The Zorthians won't know what hit them." The Human Alliance fleet, armed with Project Allfire's weapons, positioned themselves strategically around the colony. They used the natural asteroid field to hide their presence, lying in wait for the Zorthian ships. The battle begins. As the Zorthian fleet entered the colony's vicinity, they were met with eerie silence. Their sensors, tuned to detect energy-based weapons, failed to pick up the human fleet's presence. Admiral Zorak, the Zorthian commander, dismissed the humans as insignificant. "Proceed with the demonstration," he ordered. "Let them see the power of the Zorthian fleet." Without warning, the human fleet sprang into action. The newly enhanced projectile weapons roared to life, their bullets and shells slicing through the vacuum of space with deadly precision. Zorthian shields, designed to repel energy blasts, crumbled under the relentless assault of the kinetic projectiles. The tide turns. Panic spread through the Zorthian ranks as their ships began to fall. Admiral Zorak watched in horror as his fleet was systematically dismantled. "What is this?" he roared. "How are they doing this?" The answer lay in the ingenuity of the human engineers. The kinetic projectiles bypassed the energy defenses, striking critical points with devastating accuracy. The Zorthian ships, unprepared for such an assault, were rendered helpless. Commander Shepard led the ground assault, his troops using the new rifles with deadly efficiency. The Zorthian soldiers, accustomed to energy weapons, found themselves outmatched and overwhelmed. Shepard's men moved with precision, taking down enemies with practiced ease. Victory and shock. The battle was over almost as quickly as it had begun. The Zorthian fleet was in ruins, and their ground forces had been decimated. The human forces stood victorious, their new weapons proving their worth beyond any doubt. Admiral Jones received a transmission from the Council. The shocked faces of the alien dignitaries were a stark contrast to their earlier arrogance. Admiral Jones. Korvac's voice was tight, with barely concealed rage. "What is the meaning of this? How did you manage Tow?" Jones interrupted, his tone cold and confident. "We adapted, Counselor. You underestimated us. These so-called primitive weapons of ours just defeated one of your finest fleets. Perhaps it's time you reconsider your stance on humanity." A new era. The victory against the Zorthians sent shockwaves through the Galactic Council. They could no longer dismiss humanity as a backward, insignificant race. The humans had proven their ingenuity and resilience, turning the tide against a technologically superior foe. Admiral Jones knew this was just the beginning. "We have shown them our strength," he said to his officers, "but we must remain vigilant. The galaxy is still a dangerous place, and there are many more challenges ahead. We must continue to innovate, to adapt. Project Oldfire was a success, but we cannot rest on our laurels." Continued advancements. Back on Earth and in the moon base, the work continued. Dr. Vasquez and her team, now bolstered by their success, pushed forward with new projects. They explored ways to further enhance their weapons and develop new technologies to give humanity an edge. The fleet continued to train, incorporating the new weapons into their strategies and tactics. The soldiers grew more proficient, their confidence bolstered by their recent victory. The human alliance was no longer a fledgling force, they were a power to be reckoned with. The message. As the dust settled, Admiral Jones sent a message to the Galactic Council. "Humanity has always thrived in the face of adversity. We have proven our worth and will continue to do so. We seek cooperation, not conflict. But if you challenge us, know that we will rise to meet that challenge, and we will prevail." The message was clear. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, and they were here to stay. The Council races, once so sure of their superiority, now faced a new reality. The humans, with their ancient weapons turned modern marvels, had changed the balance of power. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear: humanity would not be underestimated again. The Galactic Council's dilemma. The Council's emergency session. In the wake of the Zorthian fleet's defeat, the Galactic Council convened an emergency session. The council chamber buzzed with tension and urgency. Alien dignitaries of various shapes and sizes filled the room, their expressions ranging from shock to anger. Councillor Korvac, still seething from the earlier embarrassment, addressed the assembly. "We must address the threat posed by humanity. Their primitive technology has proven unexpectedly effective. We can no longer dismiss them as insignificant. The Plutarch of the Vortians, an ancient and wise race known for their diplomacy, raised a tendril. Perhaps we should reconsider our approach. Humanity has demonstrated remarkable resilience and ingenuity. Instead of viewing them as a threat, we should explore potential alliances." Debates and decisions. The council debated fiercely. Some, like Korvac, advocated for immediate action to subdue humanity before they could become a greater threat. Others, inspired by the Vortian Plutarch, suggested diplomatic engagement. Admiral Zorak, humbled by his recent defeat, spoke up. "I underestimated the humans. Their strength lies not just in their technology, but in their spirit. We should not provoke them further without understanding their full capabilities." After hours of heated discussion, a decision was made. The Council would send a delegation to Earth to negotiate terms of cooperation. They could no longer afford to ignore or belittle humanity. The balance of power in the galaxy was shifting, and the Council needed to adapt. The diplomatic mission. The delegation, led by Councillor Korvac and the Volscian Plutarch, prepared for their journey to Earth. Korvac, still bitter, was wary but understood the necessity of diplomacy. The Plutarch, however, was optimistic, seeing potential in humanity's unexpected prowess. As their ship approached Earth, they were greeted by a fleet of human ships, now bristling with the new weapons. It was a stark reminder of humanity's newfound strength. Meeting with humanity. The delegation was received with both caution and respect. Admiral Jones, accompanied by Commander Shepard and Dr. Vasquez, welcomed them to the Human Alliance headquarters. The atmosphere was tense but cordial. "Welcome to Earth," Jones said, his tone neutral. "We appreciate the Galactic Council's willingness to engage in dialogue." Korvac, despite his disdain, spoke with measured words. "Admiral Jones, we have come to acknowledge humanity's capabilities and to explore avenues of cooperation. The recent conflict was regrettable. We seek to avoid further hostilities." The Plutarch added, "We believe there is much we can learn from each other. Humanity's resilience and innovation are qualities the Council admires. We hope to forge a path of mutual benefit." Building trust. The negotiations were long and arduous, with both sides presenting their concerns and aspirations. Jones emphasized humanity's desire for recognition and respect, while Korvac and the Plutarch highlighted the need for stability and cooperation in the galaxy. Slowly, trust began to build. The Council delegation saw firsthand the determination and ingenuity of the human race. They were impressed by the progress humanity had made in such a short time and recognized the value of their potential contributions. An alliance forged. After days of intense discussions, a preliminary agreement was reached. The Human Alliance would be granted a provisional seat on the Galactic Council, allowing them to participate in deliberations and decision-making processes. In return, humanity would share their technological advancements and work towards maintaining peace and stability in the galaxy. Korvac, though still skeptical, extended a hand to Jones. "May this be the beginning of a fruitful collaboration." Jones shook his hand firmly. "For the future of all our peoples." A new chapter. With the alliance in place, humanity began to integrate more deeply into the galactic community. The provisional seat on the Council provided a platform for their voices to be heard, and the shared technology fostered a new era of innovation and cooperation. Back on Earth, the mood was one of cautious optimism. The people celebrated the recognition of their strength and the possibilities that lay ahead. Admiral Jones, Commander Shepard, and Dr. Vasquez knew the journey was far from over, but they were prepared for the challenges to come. Continued vigilance. Despite the newfound alliance, humanity remained vigilant. The galaxy was still a dangerous place, filled with unknown threats. The lessons learned from Project Old Fire were not forgotten. The Human Alliance continued to innovate, always ready to adapt to new challenges. Admiral Jones stood on the bridge of his flagship, looking out at the stars. "We've taken the first step," he said to Shepard, "but we must remain strong and united. The future holds many uncertainties, but we will face them head-on, as we always have." Shepard nodded. "Together, sir. Always together." Hope and determination. The alliance with the Galactic Council marked a new chapter for humanity. It was a testament to their resilience and determination. As they looked to the stars, they knew they were no longer alone. They had proven their worth, and now they would work alongside other races to shape the future of the galaxy. The journey was just beginning, but with their newfound allies and the spirit that had carried them this far, humanity was ready for whatever lay ahead. The echoes of their ancient weapons had not just silenced the laughter of the Galactic Council, they had heralded the dawn of a new era. Unearthing secrets. The discovery of the hidden fleet. Months after the provisional seat was granted to humanity, an unexpected discovery sent shockwaves through both the Human Alliance and the Galactic Council. On a routine exploratory mission, a human scout ship stumbled upon a derelict fleet hidden within the dense asteroid belt of the Cygnus system. The ships, bearing unmistakable signs of advanced human design, were unlike anything seen before. Lieutenant Sarah McBride, leading the scouting mission, sent an urgent transmission back to Earth. "Admiral Jones, you need to see this. We found something incredible. It's a fleet, ancient but far more advanced than our current ships. We need to investigate further." The mysterious fleet. Jones and Shepard quickly assembled a team of engineers, historians, and scientists to examine the fleet. The ships, covered in centuries of asteroid dust, were a marvel of forgotten human engineering. They seemed to be from a time when humanity had achieved great technological advancements, only to have these accomplishments lost to history. Dr. Vasquez, leading the research team, was fascinated. These ships are centuries old, yet they incorporate technology we've only begun to understand. It's as if an entire era of our history was erased. The hulls of the ships bore the insignia of a forgotten faction, the Phoenix Order, which seemed to have been dedicated to preserving humanity's most advanced technologies in secret. Unveiling the past. As they delved deeper into the history of the Phoenix Order, Jones and his team uncovered a series of logs and journals that told a gripping tale. The Order had been founded during a time of great upheaval on Earth, when warring factions threatened to obliterate all progress. To safeguard their advancements, a group of visionary scientists and engineers had hidden their greatest creations in the far reaches of space. One journal entry stood out. "We, the Phoenix Order, have seen the darkness that lies ahead. In this time of turmoil, our greatest achievements must be hidden from those who would misuse them. We place our trust in the future, that one day, these ships will be discovered by those who can wield their power responsibly." Awakening the sleeping giants. The discovery of the Phoenix Order's fleet could not have come at a better time. With the ongoing threat from hostile alien races and the precarious position within the Galactic Council, humanity needed every advantage. Admiral Jones ordered the immediate restoration of the fleet. "These ships represent the pinnacle of our forgotten past. We will bring them back to life and show the galaxy the true might of humanity." Engineers and scientists worked tirelessly to reactivate the ancient vessels. Each ship revealed new secrets, advanced propulsion systems, powerful energy weapons, and resilient shielding technologies that surpassed current capabilities. The Council's reaction. News of the discovery quickly spread to the Galactic Council. Reactions were mixed. Some races, like the Vortians, were intrigued and saw potential for further collaboration. Others, particularly those who still doubted humanity's intentions, viewed the reactivation of the fleet with suspicion and concern. Councillor Korvik, now more wary than ever, voiced his apprehensions. "This newfound fleet could upset the balance of power. We must ensure that humanity's rise does not become a threat to galactic peace." The Vortian Plutarch, however, took a more measured approach. "Let us not forget that humanity has shown both resilience and a desire for cooperation. This discovery could benefit us all if handled with care." A show of strength. To reassure the Council and demonstrate their commitment to peace, Jones invited representatives from various races to witness the reactivation ceremony. As the first ship of the Phoenix Order powered up, its systems humming back to life, the assembly watched in awe. Jones addressed the crowd. "We stand here today, not to threaten, but to remind the galaxy of humanity's enduring spirit. This fleet, born from a time of darkness, represents hope and the promise of a brighter future. Together, we can achieve greatness." Integrating the fleet. With the fleet reactivated, humanity's position within the galaxy was significantly bolstered. The Phoenix Order ships were integrated into the Human Alliance's forces, providing a formidable deterrent against potential threats. Engineers and scientists from both humanity and other Council races collaborated to further enhance the ships, fostering a spirit of unity and shared purpose. Dr. Vasquez spearheaded a series of joint projects aiming to combine the best of human and alien technologies. "This is just the beginning," she said. "By working together, we can unlock even greater advancements and ensure lasting peace." preparing for the unknown. Despite the newfound strength and alliances, humanity remained vigilant. The galaxy was vast and filled with mysteries yet to be uncovered. The reactivation of the Phoenix Order fleet was a testament to humanity's resilience and ingenuity, but it also served as a reminder of the unknown challenges that lay ahead. Admiral Jones, now more determined than ever, addressed his team. "We've made incredible strides, but we must not grow complacent. The galaxy is full of surprises, both good and bad. We will continue to adapt, innovate, and forge alliances. Together, we will face whatever comes our way." A legacy reclaimed. The discovery and reactivation of the Phoenix Order fleet marked a turning point for humanity. It was a powerful reminder of their lost legacy and an inspiration for future generations. As the ships once hidden in the asteroid belt now soared among the stars, humanity looked to the future with renewed hope and determination. The echoes of the past had awakened a sleeping giant, and with it, humanity stood ready to carve out its place in the galaxy, not as a race to be underestimated, but as a force of ingenuity, strength, and unity. Confronting the shadows. The rising threat. The reactivation of the Phoenix Order fleet had significantly bolstered humanity's standing within the Galactic Council. However, this newfound strength did not go unnoticed by those who view humanity as a threat. In the shadowy corners of the galaxy, a coalition of hostile races began to plot their response. The Draconis Dominion, a powerful and aggressive empire, saw humanity's rise as an affront to their dominance. Their leader, Emperor Vrak, summoned his war council. "The humans have awakened ancient powers," he hissed. "We must crush them before they grow too strong." An unexpected ally. Amidst these dark times, a surprising ally emerged. The Zorthians, once the fiercest critics of humanity, reached out to Admiral Jones. Their leader, High Chancellor Zorath, proposed a secret meeting. Jones, ever cautious but hopeful for new alliances, agreed. In a secluded star system, far from prying eyes, the two leaders met. Zorath spoke first. "Admiral Jones, we have long viewed humanity with suspicion, but recent events have shown us your resilience and ingenuity. The Draconis Dominion poses a threat to all of us. We propose an alliance." Jones considered the proposal carefully. "An alliance with the Zorthians could shift the balance of power, but how can we trust you after years of hostility?" Zorath's eyes narrowed. "Trust must be earned, Admiral, but we face a common enemy. Together, we stand a chance. Alone, we will be defeated." Forming the alliance. After lengthy negotiations, the terms of the alliance were set. The Zorthians would provide advanced technology and intelligence on Draconis movements, while humanity would contribute their newly reactivated fleet and strategic expertise. Dr. Vasquez and her team worked tirelessly to integrate Zorthian technology with the Phoenix Order ships. "This collaboration could lead to breakthroughs we've never imagined," she marveled. The Battle of Cygnus Prime. The alliance was put to the test sooner than expected. Intelligence reports indicated that the Draconis Dominion was amassing a massive fleet near Cygnus Prime, a critical outpost for both humanity and their allies. Admiral Jones convened a war council with his new Zorthian counterparts. "We must strike swiftly and decisively," he declared. "If we let the Draconis consolidate their forces, we may never have another chance." The combined fleets of humanity and the Zorthians engaged the Draconis armada in a fierce battle. The skies above Cygnus Prime were ablaze with the exchange of energy blasts and projectile fire. The reactivated ships of the Phoenix Order, now enhanced with Zorthian technology, proved to be formidable adversaries. Turning the tide, the battle raged on for hours, with neither side gaining a clear advantage. Admiral Jones, aboard the flagship Phoenix Ascendant, saw an opportunity. "Focus all fire on the Draconis command ship," he ordered. "We cut off the head, and the body will fall." The combined might of the Phoenix Order fleet and Zorthian warships concentrated their firepower. The Draconis command ship, despite its powerful defenses, could not withstand the onslaught. With a final cataclysmic explosion, the command ship was destroyed. Emperor Vrak's forces, now leaderless and disorganized, began to retreat. The Battle of Cygnus Prime was won, but at great cost. A new era of cooperation. The victory at Cygnus Prime solidified the alliance between humanity and the Zorthians. Trust, once a scarce commodity between the two races, began to grow. Joint research and military initiatives flourished, leading to unprecedented advancements in technology and strategy. High Chancellor Zoreth addressed the Galactic Council, now more united than ever. The threat posed by the Draconis Dominion has reminded us all of the importance of cooperation. Humanity has proven themselves not only as worthy allies, but as integral members of our galactic community. Admiral Jones, standing beside Zoreth, nodded in agreement. Together, we have faced the darkness and emerged stronger. Let this be the beginning of a new era, where trust and collaboration guide our path forward. Looking to the stars, with the immediate threat of the Draconis Dominion neutralized, humanity and their allies turned their gaze back to the stars. The Phoenix Order fleet, now a symbol of their indomitable spirit and innovative prowess, continued to explore and defend the galaxy. Dr. Vasquez, reflecting on the journey thus far, spoke to her team. We've uncovered the secrets of our past and used them to forge a brighter future. There will always be challenges, but I have no doubt that we will meet them head-on. Admiral Jones, ever the visionary, had the final word. This is just the beginning. The galaxy is vast, filled with mysteries and opportunities. With our allies by our side and the lessons of the Phoenix Order guiding us, there is no limit to what we can achieve. Epilogue. The legacy lives on. The discovery and reactivation of the Phoenix Order fleet had not only altered the course of human history, but it also reshaped the dynamics of the entire galaxy. Humanity, once mocked and underestimated, now stood as a beacon of resilience, innovation, and unity. As the Phoenix Order ships patrolled the stars, their presence a reminder of the past and a promise for the future, a sense of hope and determination spread among the allied races. The legacy of the Phoenix Order lived on, inspiring future generations to reach for the stars and strive for greatness. In the end, it was not just about the advanced technology or the powerful ships. It was about the spirit of humanity, their ability to turn adversity into strength, to forge alliances in the face of hostility, and to look to the future with unwavering hope. And so the story of the Phoenix Order and the human alliance became legend, a tale told across the galaxy, inspiring all who heard it to believe in the power of unity and the endless possibilities that lay among the stars.